You had about 300 of livers, so you need about 150 grams of butter. Yeah.
So now Kagan has moved on to the chicken liver,
which is an essential part of the banh mi.
Take a little bit of it out, because otherwise it's not going to set.
Michael G is doing an amazing job of keeping me on task.
Quick, double time. Spatula's right here if you need it, but we don't need a ton of it. Run it, run it, run it. Tap the tray as you're going, it'll not be flat.
Nice. Beautiful.
Eugene.
Becky, onions for the pate.
They're in there.
They're in there? Okay, perfect.
How's she doing?
She's doing great. She's pushing faster than I've seen her move in the past.
I think she actually moves faster than you.
Yeah, she does. She doesn't waste any movements.
Good luck.
Thank you, chef.
All right, switch.
Come here. Tight to the counter.
I want to ensure that that liver pate is beautiful.
Wow, look at Nadia. She's just crushing that blender right now. There's a reason why Nadia is moving so fast, because they're the last team to get their pate into the cooler to set.
Let's get that in the fridge.
We need to get the takoyaki on.
A takoyaki is a Japanese octopus ball.
It's a typical street food in Japan. Very, very popular. Taco means octopus.
Oh, you got the
It's in.
octopus?
I'm already cut it. It's in here already.
Okay, good job.
The secret is to turn them, to make them, form them into ball. That requires a lot of skill. You have to turn it with 2 points.
Eugene, why are you using a knife? There's chopsticks here if you need them.
Home cooks, switch!
Run, let's go.
Michael G, bring me up to speed.
We have a lot still to do. This is not an easy challenge. How many of these do we need? 5. Use your fingers, man. You got to burn them. It happens. Get your fingers in there. Burn it. Who cares? You're either here or you're going home, so burn yourself. I don't want to go home, and I don't think he wants to go home either.
How's the takoyaki?
A little burnt.
Turn down the temperature.
I have.
How burnt are they?
They're pretty burnt.
They're not going to go on the plate if they're burnt. We better have enough time to make takoyaki balls.
I am extremely impressed with how well Kagan is listening to me and how well we're working as a team right now.
And you can't forget about the jellyfish salad.
Marissa is cutting the peppers for the jellyfish salad, but they are not evenly cut.
Between the slicing and julienning that needs to go on, you need to have razor-sharp knife skills. It's a huge part of this challenge.
Switch!
You got it. You got this. You got this. You got this.
Every time I'm tapping back in, I'm just trying to figure out where Marissa is at. I wish that she was being vocal about what she was doing. There's things that are prepped and things that are half ready, and I need to get things finished.
Prep the jellyfish.
Okay.
Move quickly, Eugene.
She's making me move fast.
Come on, Eugene. Quickly.
Quiet Becky is gone.
Get the other piece and slice it in half.
You can hear her just screaming at Eugene to pick it up, to push it, and it's fantastic.
You only need 2. You only need 2.
Oh my God.
1 minute, you should be plating!
In the glass jar, that's for the balls. Right in front. Right down. In front here, man.
Keegan is plating his takoyaki.
Other way around. The crappy side on the bottom.
30 seconds! You have 30 seconds left!
I take really hot pork, stick it in a really hot bun, and pretty much just launch it onto a plate.
Good job, that's good.
10, 9,
You have to get on the plate. Let's go. Come on.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Yes! Come here.
I'm so disappointed at our platter.
We have 2 out of the 5 things burnt, which is a really poor percentage to have.
We have not fully replicated the Asian street platter. We're not happy with it.
Michael and Kagan, would you please bring up your Asian street market platter?
I'm a little worried. This is not a perfect platter. I'm just hoping that these little mistakes don't send us home.
Andy, you put these two together as part of your strategy.
It was a bit of a social experiment to see how these two work together, and they were pretty impressive to watch down there.
Let's start with the banh mi. Looks like you've got all the elements here. Let's see how they all taste. Chicken is very flavorful, cooked very nicely. I think the liver pate is spot on. It is tasty, It is the right texture. Well done. Who takes ownership of that?
The team effort. There's no I in team here. There's an I in win, and that's what we're after.
How do you feel about the appearance of the deep-fried banana?
A little dark. I wish there was one more of them.
It looks very sad to me. Really sad. So, Kagan, you started cooking them?
Correct.
A switch happened, you took over,
Yeah.
and you took your eye off the banana.
Yep.
Burnt is what it is. Gives that bitter aftertaste towards the end. It almost says, I don't want to eat it.
We could be being sent home for that. That's a big, small detail.
Seasoned well, wonderful savoriness to them. Taste is good. Look at the bow. Those buns look pretty decent. Light, fluffy. Melt in the mouth pork belly. Boy, is that good.
Thank you, Chef.
It was a tough challenge. And it was good to see you two work together the way you did. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Chef.
I think we had a lot of mistakes. Our bananas are toast. Our takoyaki balls are crisp around the edge. But our flavors are there, and I hope they'll pull through on those areas.
Becky and Eugene, please bring up your Asian street market sampler.
We missed a couple of small details. Hopefully it's good enough.
Andy, you consider Eugene your biggest threat. Were you surprised at Becky?
To hear her yelling in the kitchen, I haven't seen that yet, and it just proves that she's an even bigger threat than I already thought she was.
Let's start with the banh mi. Chicken cooked perfectly. Nice season. Who did the pate?
I did.
Okay. Maybe a little bit too much onion. Let's look at these jellyfish salad. Becky, you eat a lot of jellyfish?
No, never had it.
And Eugene?
I eat it almost at every family dinner.
Did you try the jellyfish?
No.
Did you taste this?
I don't remember, but I don't believe I did.
You were lucky because the taste, it's all right. It could have used a bit more sugar, a bit more kick, a bit more spice. Now, bow. That pork belly. Perfect. Now, who's responsible for that?
Eugene.
Eugene. So he did one thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's responsible for this?
Both of us.
Have you ever made takoyaki before?
I made it once before.
You made it once. It looks good. I mean, you got the color, you got the caramelization. You know something?
What?
You got this right. It is crispy on the outside, it's tender, it's well cooked. You did a good job. Finally, what is this?
We had a shortcut.
How many bananas did you fry up?
One.
You hit the spot. Unfortunately, there's not enough of it. Please go back to your station.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chef.
You're disappointed, aren't you, both of you?
It's an understatement, Chef.
Andy, is this the result that you anticipated when you positioned Nadia and Marissa together?
I was really rooting for these two. I think time just got the best of them.
Let's taste this banh mi. Who seasoned the chicken?
I did the marinade on the chicken.
Did anyone season it?
I guess not.
It's bland. I mean, look at that. It's missing the pate in critical areas. Whose fault was that?
I put the pate on the baguette.
Who made the pate?
Nadia prepared the livers.
Tastes great.
Thank you,
I wish
Chef.
there was more of it, but the flavor profile is perfect. It's delicious, well-balanced, great seasoning. The jellyfish salad, was this a group effort?
Marissa prepped the julienne peppers, and then I assembled it. She just did the peppers. This is me.
This tastes a lot better than it looks. The peppers are a little bit roughly cut. You can see that?
It was a time crunch.
Marissa, it's really sloppy, and it's not what I would expect from you at this stage of the competition.
I agree with you, Chef.
Now, what happened here? The takoyaki. They look like a disaster. They're raw in the middle. Whose fault is that?
I kept asking, how are they? And she kept saying they need more time, they need more time.
I was aware that they were not ready yet, but the clock was winding down, and I didn't want to give you an empty plate. So, undercooked, better than not cooked at all.
What happened with you, both of you?
I was definitely trying to point out things, like what are we working on, and like what's coming next. Marissa kind of got a little bit quiet.
Where I was quiet was when I was trying to focus.
This all fell apart for you. It just completely spiraled out of control. This is probably one of the worst tastings I've ever had.
Tonight, we pushed your limits. This was an extremely difficult tag team challenge. It was tough for us to decide which team was best. But after weighing all the pros and cons, we decided the strongest tag team was Kagan and Michael G.
Good job, guys. You will be captains on the opposing teams in a restaurant takeover.
Oh, love it. I get to be a team captain. That is a dream, a goal. Yes. I want a restaurant one day, so I want to know what it's like to run one. I think I'm going to be an excellent team leader. Wow. I'm just going to take that communication that I had with Mike G and have that same level of communication with my team in the restaurant challenge.